I mean, I thought our guys played hard. We made a lot of defensive mistakes with that lineup, and their bigs hit a lot of threes. Their bigs and Tate, the guys our bigs were guarding. We've got to try to be a little bit better because we're down on guards, so we're going to have to play big, and we've got to be able to do a better job. But that's tough. I mean, it's tough when you've got bigs out on smalls.
Lonzo Ball's return tonight. A, just cramping, it seems like, for him, and B, career high in three-pointers. What did you like best about his game tonight, as he really seemed to be the catalyst?
Well, yeah, I mean, his shooting really, really helped us, and I thought he played well defensively. Yeah, he just cramped up at the end of the game, but look, the guy wanted back in the game. I mean, I took him out to get a rest in the third quarter. Things went south, and he just said, put me back in. I was like, all right, sounds good. And he went back in, and we gave him one little minute there in the fourth quarter, and then we gave Bled about a minute, and that was it. Those guys had to finish. And then when Lonzo went down, Bled was the last man standing, the only starter we had left to go down the stretch. So, guys like Najee and Wes, Jackson playing all of his minutes at the 4 spot, not at center. Billy played a lot of minutes in a row and was tremendous. James, we've had for a week, and we played him at the 3 tonight. He'd been playing all the 4, so guys had to do a lot of different things. So it was a great win to get, and we made some plays down the stretch and got some stops. So thankfully, very, very good.
Yeah, Coach, kind of leading into the next question, you're going to be sitting there with 3 minutes left in the ball game, looking at who's on the floor, going, there's no way in the world I would have envisioned these 5 on the floor at the same time, but those guys were able to finish it out.
Yeah, they did. They fought hard, and sometimes that's all it takes. Like, just have some fight in you. We made some plays down the stretch, but we fought hard, and we got some rebounds, and that's what really matters.
Did you think in the third quarter, especially in the early stage of the third, that your team got a little 3-point happy? And that allowed Houston to kind of get back into it?
I say this all the time, Todd, and as much as I love all you people in the media, that's the one that always cracks me up. When the ball's going in from 3, you guys talk about what great ball movement and boom, 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 and then when you're missing, they're settling for 3. It's like, how do you want guys to select, do shot selection, I mean, no, they were good shots. We didn't make them. Those were good shots. So, no, maybe we should have had the ball hit the paint first more. I mean, I'll admit that. But listen, our main paint attack guys are not in there right now. So it makes it a little bit tougher to play that way. I thought the problem in the early third quarter was our transition defense. It just wasn't good enough. It wasn't hard enough. No sense of urgency, and transition defense has been a little bit of a problem as it is, and that's something we've just got to take care of.
Actually, before we have another question about the three-point shooting, with Lonzo, I mean, when he came into the league to where he is now, I mean, it's just a completely different shot, 8 threes tonight. How impressive is that? I mean, a guy just, has a complete mechanical overhaul, and for him to get to the point where he's at as an outside shooter right now.
And from last year to this year in his free throw shooting, last year the chance of him getting fouled on a 3 and go to the line and make 3 would have been slim and none, right? So you have to give him a ton of credit, because it's hard for guys to make those kind of changes anyway. But when you've had as much success playing basketball in your life as Lonzo Ball has, to be the number 2 pick in the draft, and to have the humility to say, I need to change something, I need to get better, and then to come in and do the work he does with Fred and put in that time and effort. I mean, that's something to really be admired. I think players especially, don't understand sometimes the meaning of humility. It's not modesty. Humility isn't saying, I'm really not that good, and not getting into an ego thing. Humility is being able to sit back and realistically look at, what do I have to do to get better? And that's a tough thing for a lot of guys. And I think what Lonzo's done over the last 2 years to improve his shooting is one of the best stories in this league. Obviously, I'm biased sitting here, but if you listen to me last year when I was doing commentary, I was saying the same thing, even before I was coaching, because that's a hard thing to do. And he made a total overhaul of his shot from the way he shot the ball coming up through high school, college, and his first couple of years in the NBA. And now, like, he's just a great shooter. I mean, and now he's going to the line and making free throws. Like, all the credit in the world to him. And even then, he'll give the credit to Fred, which Fred deserves a lot of credit. But no coach gets anywhere with the player without the player's work ethic and humility and desire to learn. So those guys have been a great combo, and Lonzo deserves all the success he's having.
Yeah.